Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. I am going to be doing something because I haven't gotten it done yet. I fell and hurt myself pretty bad last weekend, so I haven't been able to draw as much. It's just harder whenever you have to sit down or just in general move. If anyone has a back problem, then you'll know what I mean. I'm just going to see, let me see here. I can make this. I don't know what I can do with this, if I can make it a bit smaller. There you go. That's better. I think I zoomed in on something before and then forgot to make it zoom out. There we go. That's a little better. Or do I need to turn this so that it looks a little bit more even? There we go. Then you guys can see everything. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, I need to get comfy. It's ow! I just smacked myself. It's impossible to get comfy in this chair because I need a new one. That's just that. Let's get going, shall we? Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, I didn't get anything done. So I'm going to actually walk through how I create my tutorials and we'll go from there. So this month's tutorial we're working on, it's actually a scene. I don't know, do I have the, yeah, I do. You can see here, it was this was the concept sketch, and it's quite a big tutorial. We're doing the whole background as well as the little characters. Now I didn't do 7 like I did here. Well, I kind of did. But I'm going to show through the tutorial in my Patreon, we're going to do the whole background, and then we're also going to do each of the characters. I've given each of them kind of their own little whatever. So here we go. This is the first one. This is the leader. So essentially, I always draw the sketch first. I then kind of think back on how I did it and kind of focus on that stuff. And then I kind of work my way back, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to draw away and we'll go from there. So I start with the circle and then another circle for the hat. Maybe more of an oval. I'll probably adjust this. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Whenever I do a hat, I always think of it as like a spaceship. Not a spaceship. Like a space helmet. Oh, I'm so good. And then we're just gonna kind of do the body. So I always take like a basic shape. And then I knew I wanted them all to be walking. So we need like that pose. So I'm just thinking back to how I drew this, and I literally, this is how I did it. I did a skeleton. So that's how I'm going to do it, is by doing a skeleton. And then we grow when we move on from there. So I always do another one. I don't want to do that, but I want to do this. Make a group. So like, if this is step 1, then we're moving on to step 2. And I will tell you, if you're out there and you're like, gee, how do I make tutorials? You're welcome to try my method. It might work for you. It might not. But it might. And I always keep my original quite low just because I want to remember kind of where I'm going, but also I like to have some room for improvement. So then I always like to try and focus on one part of the body and then go from there. And for me, it's usually the head because it's my favorite part. So we're going to draw in our guidelines. which in this case for me, it's kind of weird. I'm drawing the guides after I've already drawn the face, but for the most part, it's going to look like that. And then the eyes. I love this little guy because he looks like he's so like, I got this, I'm in charge, I know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like, just kind of adorable. So then I always make sure to be like, here's my little stop. I want to make this kind of like my little cheekity boop. I'm going to do the same here. I also always like how different it turns out. When you get used to drawing, when you start drawing and you're like, you know what, I think I got this. You get to the point where you're already doing this. You think you don't, maybe think that you don't do these things where you look at the points and you join things up and whatnot, but you do. Like, you really do. You get to this point where you just don't realize it because you're already automatically doing it. Diane, you have arrived. It is so sore, but thank you for asking. Yeah, it hasn't really gotten any better. And then Thursday I had a work thing, so it was like, I actually went into work because I don't normally, so I work for the bank, but the building that we work at is being closed. We're going somewhere else. And in the interim, we're all working from home. So Thursday was kind of like the last day. So I was like, I have to go in and see everybody because it's like I don't get to see anybody. But it was rough. It was not a good idea. I think I also got a cold. But otherwise, it's good. I'm fine. The usual. I'm still working on things like this month's tutorial. So you guys are going to see like how I actually do my tutorials. So it's kind of like Wizard of Oz. You're losing, I'm pulling back the curtain. But hopefully it'll be a little bit of fun as well. Yeah. So anyway, back to what I was doing. How are you doing? Hopefully you haven't missed me too much. I know it'd be hard. No, but I was saying how when I draw hats, I always do like a helmet. So I just find it easier to line up the way my hat goes because I always want the hat to sit like bigger than the head for some reason. So I always draw the circle and then I draw another circle around it and make it look like, yeah, a little scout. So I've done the drawings for all of them. Here, I'll show you the drawings. So we've got the theme done, and then each one has, I didn't do like, I know there's 7, but I didn't do all 7. I did like 5 plus a couple little things. But this is the scout leader, which is the one that we're doing. And then who else? He goes behind him. He's sucking on a little sucker and just not really paying any attention. And then she is holding the little compass and whatever. She's just loving life. She don't care. And then I also threw in Freddie. He's just kind of sitting and he's been lost. So, he's just doing his thing. He's going to be off on the side. And then I also did like a little snail and then a little bird that'll fly in there too. I thought they were cute. I did pretty much all the same pose, I'm not going to lie. But I just love that, like, I don't know, that stepping into something and nobody's really paying attention. I think this guy's my favorite. So for each tutorial, you'll learn how to do each of the characters as well as do the background. So at the end, it'll all be, you will have this. But yeah, I'm bummed though because I really did want to do, I had a whole thing done and planned and I just didn't get to it, but okay. Next month we'll do, we're going to focus on doing backgrounds, all backgrounds. I think it'll work well because we're going to do snow globes is going to be our main theme. So I think having that will work out really well. Hi, Maddie. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I thought I did pretty good. I was pretty proud of myself on those ones. But yeah. So that's what I'm working on. We do, our last Saturday is always like the, catch up, do whatever needs to be done kind of a day. So I really needed that because it's the last Saturday, but it's also the last day of the month. I gotta get this done. I'm normally so far ahead too, but holidays always kind of like put me back. Ugh, so frustrating. Oh really? I haven't been there in so long. I know I had planned, we were like, that was kind of the plan, and I was supposed to help with that a couple months ago maybe. I didn't know that was still going to happen. But I mean, I don't know what kind of backgrounds they're doing. Mine are going to be, detailed kind of thing is what I'm going for anyway. Whether or not that will happen, I don't know. They may be just the worst backgrounds. I'm sure Tatiana, though, will do it in a much better way. It'll make more sense, I'm sure. My stuff is kind of nuts, I know. Hmm. I'm saying how I always try to, I don't know that I do this step next. I usually do this in a way where it makes more sense for myself too. But I drew this character quite a while ago. So, yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Arg. Just remember too, I gotta tell my husband I'm streaming tonight. Okay. What did I do next? This is the question. Normally I draw and then I do it right away, so it's like fresh in my mind. Right now it is not fresh in my mind. I don't think that I did. I was past. Did I do the helmet? I might have. I might have done. I probably did this part first though. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll go down as well. I like to keep it kind of simple too, each step, so that it doesn't get to the point where people get confused. And sometimes that's easier if you break it up. I hope. I don't know. You guys, I guess, can give me some insight and be like, no, your tutorials make no sense if need be. I always pick apart, go down. I remember I did that, but one time did I do it? There it wasn't. Okay. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. I also write novels, and I've been doing I had to do like an advertising for it. I did like I mean obviously everybody has to advertise for their stuff, but like I did a group I guess sale. Like it was all like a bunch of authors that got together and did the sale together. So like there's like 800 plus books that are like 99 cents. And I had to do a graphic for it, and I just for the life of me I could not figure out what to do. I was like, that does not look good. It won't look good. I don't know. No, I gotta break this down more. This tutorial is gonna be so long. And yeah, even just doing that little bit, like I did, literally I did my newsletter for my author site, and that was it. That was it. I was like, I can't do anymore. I was done. I'm gonna add in here his stick, because at one point we are going to be putting that in too. You're glad I'm doing what, Maddie? I think I and then I lower this one down to 50. And I make it brown. And I put this one to 40. I don't know. Let's not get crazy now. Let's not get crazy. I don't know about professional, but thank you. Yeah, put that 50 there. I've been watching a lot of videos on like how to make backgrounds look busy without being busy. So I've been like reading some books about it, and then I've been watching videos about it and things like that, because I'm just like, I like my backgrounds, everything, I draw every little thing, and it takes me forever. So I'm like, if there's any way where I can make it so you guys can do it in such a way that it doesn't take you 8 years, it would be really nice. The only thing is I don't know what to do for like my free tutorials, because I have a free tutorial every week. These more kind of involved and definitely not as beginner friendly tutorials that I've been doing lately are for the members. But I like to try and also keep them. No, I don't think I can use the tool. I'm just going to rough it in. I like to think that I kind of try and tie everything in somewhat. So if I do backgrounds, which I don't even know if I will, that was just kind of my idea for today. Thought I'd bring it up while on chat. Yeah, I also like, I love watching process videos too, because I love that, like, I love how different they look. I hope that you guys can see my screen. Can you guys see the video? I just looked up at mine because I always keep it on the computer, and it's nothing. It's gotta be, you guys gotta see something. I can see something, so that's good. But yeah, it is. It's crazy to see like the different approaches as well. Yeah. Do like a there we go. Just talking to myself, ignore me. Yeah, we all do things very differently. And it's funny too, because like you see somebody draw something the same way over and over again, or like just, you know, in general, the same kind of theme. And then I love seeing things that they just randomly post that have nothing to do with the, like, you know, the aesthetic or the theme or niche or whatever it is that they're going through. And then you realize that they're like super talented. You're just like, oh my God, you can do that? Why are you drawing that when you draw this? But at the same time, I get it because I'm like, I just want to draw what I want to draw. And I just like drawing cute little animals. So it makes sense to me. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I just remembered something. Sorry, I have to write it down. I'll forget. There we go. Since next month is my birthday month, I want to do some extra good stuff for you guys. Yeah, I mean, it's also Christmas, so I kind of feel like even just in general, we need extra. But we definitely need extra for my birthday month. I mean, I'm sure your stuff is already amazing, Maddie. But yeah, I'm definitely more of a fan of a more detail. I think I used to think that my style, especially for animals, was like kawaii, but now I'm like, no, I think it's more storybook. Like I kind of want to, like, I love that idea of writing like a little storybook for kids and things like that. Like this whole scene and things like that make me think that it's more, it's not really, like, I don't, it's not that I don't like kawaii, I do like kawaii, but I don't think that's really what my art is. I think my art is more storybook style and more, um, I don't know. I guess it's cute. It's cute rather than kawaii, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Probably not. But that's also like the good part about art. Like just because you draw a certain style one way, like doesn't mean that you can't draw another. And it all overlaps, right? Like it helps you whether you're drawing kawaii or not. It ends up helping you with whatever you've got. Sometimes, you know, I try to get Procreate to work with me and it just doesn't. This is the kind of video that I'd like to do. I'd like to do more of with the patrons. I would like to do like have a step by step more so. I think that would be official and fun. Pretty much his face is pretty much done, other than the fun parts that I like to leave till last, but I'm gonna do them now. I need some fun all the time, not just at the end of things, you know? Love that little tuft. There we go. Okay, so that's done, that's done. I think this pose is so easy as well. Like it probably seems hard, but you're really just really thickening up the line that you made. I would say for me, the hardest part is the feet. But that's in everything I draw. That's not just this pose. It's pretty good. Sometimes it's like knowing when to stop too, like because essentially it's all paper too, so it's like you have to make sure that you're putting enough info on there for them to continue on, but also not too much. Which I think is true. Yep. And new. There we go. Oh, I'm glad. It's harder for me to figure out how I did it now because it's been so long since I've drawn it. But, I mean, really, it's just a lot of shapes and stuff. I think it would be cute, especially once you start. And if you're not good with drawing, or you think you're not good at drawing, I think just doing simple shapes can be so cute. Like you look at just like Hello Kitty, for example. Like such a basic drawing. Like it really is. And it's adorable. So it just shows you like a circle is all you need in most cases. And I also just love to have things that look natural to me, so I'm okay with things that are not perfect. And for those who are just starting out as well, I think that's like a boon. There we go. Do I do that or is that, I think we might be able to do the arm anyway. Okay. I don't like that. There we go. I think this one's almost done. I'm going to do one more. Which leads me actually, where's my merge down? Oh. Later. There we go. Just thinking too, I did have some people had messaged me some questions and stuff, so I just want to make sure I get those going too, because since we didn't do last week, I wanted to have a bit of a Q&A this week as well. So if you do have any questions for me, let me know. But I know, who was it? Somebody wanted to know about, was it Tammy? Is that who it was? I think it was. I'm just clicking here. Sorry if you can hear it, that's so annoying. Yeah. Tammy wanted to know about like commissions and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, first thing you need to do is make sure that people know that you're doing them, Tammy. And I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, but I know you do sometimes catch, so I will talk about it now, and then hopefully you will be around to catch it. But yeah, so for commissions, I think first you need to kind of figure out what you're interested in doing. Hi, Deb. Frog Cottage Designs. I love that. I'll be drawing a frog today. You're welcome to just watch. This Saturday is literally like usually our catch-up day and to like finish drawing things that we didn't get done through the month or the week or what have you. So that's all we're doing anyway. So you're not like, you know, you're not missing too much. But if you do have any questions, let me know. I was just talking about commissions. So I think a good way is, especially, I mean, if you're drawing the kind of art that I'm drawing, obviously, it's pretty much all well, no, I can't even say that that's all I know. I actually don't really do customs for myself anymore, with this art style. I do some. There's a couple like businesses that I will do for, but that's about it now. Because I don't really like doing commissions myself. I find them hard and frustrating. Not so much like, sometimes I love it and it's like, oh my gosh, this is everything I wanted. Other times, like if I'm not in the mood to draw what it is that someone else wants, that is when it's frustrating for me, because generally the clientele is great, but I mean, just because I'm in the mood to draw a frog doesn't mean they want a frog, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind. Okay, that guy is done. So I'm going to hide that. And then that's kind of the finished skeleton. And then you can see each step. So we start with the very basic. Like, that's pretty darn basic to go to then that, right? But step 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. This baby's a 6er. That's fine. So there we go. He's done. I'm just going to put the sketch because I have to go back to the other one here. And I want to duplicate. So yeah, I mean, definitely you want to make sure then that you're picking, what should we do next here? Who should we do next? Should we do this little guy that's sucking on a sucker? Got this lady, this little one, we already did him. There's my little frog. He's just off on his own doing whatever he wants. He's not on the trail at all. And then I did a snail and a bird. Let's do him, I think. Sound good? Yeah, sounds good to me. I'm going down the line. He is technically the next one in the row, so make him smaller. I wonder if I should actually, I mean, he is meant to be smaller, but we're going to take this and then kind of put it in, so there we go. Make him bigger so that we've got that. Start with my basics. So yeah, if you're going to do commissions, you definitely want to make sure that whatever it is that you're doing is something that you enjoy. So, you know, make it known, like if you only like to draw dogs and cats, then make that your commission. Be like, I will draw your pet. Not you and your pet, not, you know, what have you. Just straight up you and your pet. That's all you need, right? If you like to draw people, then that would be it, right? Like, however it is or whatever it is that you want to draw, that is going to be what you kind of, you know, let people know. And then you also want to make sure that you've got like your card. So by card, I mean like, for example, say I'm like, okay, I will draw a portrait of you as an animal. You would then be like, you know, this is, because generally this is how it kind of goes down. This is the bear. Just so you know. But you would do like, okay, a headshot is 10, from the knees up is 15, and a full body is 20, or something like that, right? You want to make sure that, because this is very much so a graphic and visual kind of job, as most art jobs are, you want to make sure that, actually, I don't like that arm. You want to make sure that you're showing what it is that you're giving, right? You want to make sure it's visually appealing. But you also want to make sure that you're charging enough, which is why I tend to stick to businesses now, because I can charge by the hour. With personal, it's a little bit harder, but I used to do a lot of commissions. I don't think I have any on my do I have any? Let's do my tutorial. I don't think I do. I think I got rid of everything. I guess this is really the closest thing I've got to my old style. This is what I used to do commission-wise. For D&D characters is what I did. I'm a nerd, what can I say? But I would essentially create your D&D character. And then I had the same thing. So like this, so like from here up would be so much, and then this part would be an amount, and then sometimes even depending on how like detailed it is, especially with humans, and if you want like real anatomy, you know what I mean, like depending on the amount of detail that needs to go in, you would be like, you know, one hand is this or whatever, right? You don't want to like, I don't want to say, you don't want to like pick and choose and like nickel and dime people, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. Where am I going here? Lost myself. Or there's the tutorials. So you want to make sure that you have your like nice image card, that you've got that kind of branding done as well, and that people know what to expect, and that you pick something that you want to draw. If you hate drawing people, then don't offer portraits. If you love to draw birds, then just do birds, you know? So that's the one thing. And then the other thing is you need samples. So, I mean, a good way to do that is to trade with your friends and do like art commissions for each other, things like that. Especially if you have friends that want to do art commissions. What am I doing? I'm not even putting in my finger. Oh, you know why? Because I wanted to do that on the first layer. Oh well, too late. This is my brain, folks. I'm sorry. But yeah, like to get samples of your work and things like that, you could do commission for commission. So if you know friends, and I would suggest that you get friends who do commissions, or just in general, people who are looking to make money with their art and things like that. It's always good to have like a focus group, somebody that you can talk to and, you know, bounce ideas off of, share ideas with, because you never know, something that they might have tried maybe really flopped, and then it's like, maybe you don't want to do that. Sometimes what you do does really well, so you want to share that, you know what I mean? Like if you can learn and grow together in a way that you all succeed, for me, that's my thinking anyway, is it's a good idea to do so. Get my helmet on here. But there's good. So, you know, there's that part. The other part would be, so like you've got your samples up, you've got that ready to go, you have what you are willing to do. So you've made your cards, people know, okay, she creates pets, or she turns me into a bear, things like that, right? Instagram's generally, I would say, like a great place to go and advertise on there. And by advertise, I just mean like show people on your own thing. You don't have to pay for advertising, but you do want people to know about it. I'm the worst for this, so this is very much so a like do as I say and not as I do situation. Because I don't do this. I don't tell people that I have coloring books, and I don't tell people that I have activity books and things like that. I'm getting better, but I also, like, you know, a lot of times it's friends who are like, hey, don't forget to tell people to do this. And which obviously helps because then you have the friends that are like kicking your bum. But that's why you want that group, right? Because most of the people that are doing that to me are the ones that are in my group. So yeah, it's definitely a good idea to have people who are like-minded, like a hive mind, especially if you want to get into that kind of thing, especially if you really want to make money with your art and it's not just a hobby. If it's just a hobby, then, that's another thing. But if it's not just a hobby and you really want to kind of make a go of it, where do I want to put this? Probably right there. Yeah, I don't know what his mouth is. Like, I don't know, but I liked it, so I kept it. I haven't done any body work, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, we'll move on. Go to the next step. So yeah, that's pretty much it for commissions. It's pretty basic, really, I think. Like, make sure that visually everything looks good. You've got your menu, essentially, is what it is, right? Like, so you've got your menu, it looks good. You've got some examples of what you're going to create, and then you offer it. And a lot of people kind of jump on it, to be honest. When I was doing D&D portraits, like, oh man, it was unreal. So many people wanted portraits. It was crazy. But even like in the kawaii kind of realm, like, people love like pet portraits and things like that. So even doing like an Etsy store would be a good idea. You see that a lot. A lot of people love like a pet portrait. Really, really do. I don't quite get it, but they love it. I mean, I get it, I guess, because I love my puppers, but like, I don't know if I'm like, buying art all the time that's associated to my dog. Kind of crazy. Am I? No, you know what? That's a lie. I've bought art for my dogs. Sitting here shaming myself. I definitely have. So yeah, there you go. That's a good one. And it's something too, like, if you pick something easy enough, you gotta remember it can't be something crazy, especially when you get going. Like, you want to make sure that you, one, have the capability to do it, and then two, you want to make sure that you have the time, because like, if you're doing something that is legitimately going to take a very long time for you to actually complete, then is it worth doing? Like, in that case, it's like, maybe those aren't the portraits that are worth doing right now. Not that they're not worth doing like forever, but right now, right? Because you want to make sure that you're not overextending yourself, which can become quite a problem, especially if it leads to burnout. And then you end up with like no ambition to do anything. But you still have people that you have made like a decision to do stuff with and then don't do it. That's the other thing, actually. Make sure that you get, like, I tend to get half up front. My heart is just like fluttering really fast there. I think I was breathing a little bit too. I got a little excited there. You want to make sure that you get half up front. Medium. I don't know what medium is supposed to mean there. Minimum. That's what I'm saying. Just because, yeah, then you don't get burnt, and people are more serious that way too, if they're putting money into it. And then, so like those little things, like, whatever. What brush? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just the pencil. It's actually just a 6B pencil. I forget that I kind of changed it. I just changed it by making it bigger, making like the maximum size bigger. That's all I did. So just a 6B pencil. Nothing special. Pretty much anything that you want to make, you can do it on Procreate. Just depends on how long you're willing to work on it. Sometimes it takes longer than expected. I'm going to do the other arm here too. So yeah, and then obviously you want to make sure that you've got your terms in too. So like if you are going to offer redos, or how often do you show them? So like I used to do sketch or like concept and then finish sketch, and that's another thing too. There's so much with commissions. Let me try and finish the sentence first. But like I would show, so like I said, concept and then sketch, and then I would get their approval at the like final inking, and then I would do colored, and then that was it. Like they got one kick at the cat. Do you like this? No? Okay, well, I'll redo it. Do you like this? Yes? Okay. Done and done. Don't come at me after that. So that's something that you want to think about too, or your like different terms, like his arm kind of looks a little Popeye. You don't want that? Oh yeah, because I like, well, yeah. Okay, next. The amount of times that I just hit clear there. Every time I like click on this and I do this, I like so many times I hit clear. So annoying. Probably should have planned something for the whole commissions talk. But I expected Tammy to be here and to ask me questions. But yeah, so you want to make sure that you got your terms. So things like I said, how many drafts, just like in general, that kind of stuff, I guess. Like how many clients that you're willing to take on, things like that. Like, because sometimes I know for myself, I would only take so many commissions a month when I did them. I will say too, like if you have like groups, so for D&D, how I actually started was I just posted on the D&D group that I was in that, like, you know, I'm new to the group. I wasn't even new to the group, but like first time posting type thing. And, you know, I just wanted to put it out there. If anyone was interested, I'm offering 5 free D&D portraits. I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to build up my portfolio, and I didn't know anyone else that was doing art at the time. So that was my like offer. And I mean, I got a lot of people, a lot, that wanted me to do their drawing. So I did a bunch for free, more than just the like 5 I said I would do, or 10, or however many, I can't even remember at this point. I did way more than that, and I had people then come back and like pay me for more, and that was a lot of fun, I will say. It was a lot of fun, and it got me the experience that I needed. It got me paying customers, even though I'd already given them a free one. And then other people in the group that were like, oh man, I missed it. Are you still doing it? And I'd be like, no, sorry, I'm only doing it now, I'm paid. And that got me a lot. So if you know a group, if you're in a group where people are maybe not so much like an art group or something, but like, unless, I mean, I guess if it's like an art group where there's beginners, or just in general, you know what? Yeah, because like if you're in an art group, it doesn't mean that they wouldn't want your art. Like I was in, well, I am in, I say it was because I'm not as active as I used to be. But I was in KDC. It's a group for people who are like wanting to learn like I guess they're like beginner drawings in Hawaii, which I never really, I wasn't there for the drawings or the art. or the tutorials, I guess. I was there for the community, which it's a great community. Love them. Love everyone there. But like that, an example of a community where they are artists, but they are all at different levels, and most of them are beginner. So if you do have like a certain skill set that they are trying to also then, you know, get to, offering, you know, free or paid there would be a good idea, like places like that. If they allow it, obviously. Excuse me, I did not bring any water with me today. That was a mistake. But what can you do? So yeah, like if you're in a group like that, people would be interested, I'm sure, to get art, because artists love to buy art. I'm sure, I mean, most know this, I think. I think that's a pretty common thing. I'm gonna get like a little thing above his tail here. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I don't want to get here. So yeah, places like that would be good. But I was thinking just in general, like places that are, so maybe if you want to do, say, pet stuff, you would join, say, like a Facebook group or something where, I don't know why I keep saying say, like, they talk about their pets, they talk about their dogs, things like that, right? So none of them maybe, or well, you know, a lot of them don't have the art skill, but they have the need for pet stuff. So that might be a good idea. How many is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Whoops. Wasn't quite where I needed to be. Yeah, so that's a good way, another good place to like find your people. And that would go for like anything. Like if you are, you know, even if it's like, what's another good idea? Like if you want to do inspirational stuff, or if you are, you know, you're religious, whatever religion you have, you could follow like a religion group, and same idea, right? You get in there, you get your art shown, and then people would be interested. I don't know if I want to, or if I want to. Would that be bigger? I don't know. I'm gonna do like a tiny one and then a bigger one. That works. I feel like I would see part of that foot. Maybe not that much. Maybe this is the problem. It wouldn't even be this much. It'd be like whoosh. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. I really like him. I think he's cute. Every now and again, I come up with a really cute character. And it was actually more of a like, I don't know. Well, you can see this was my sketch. I don't even know what this was. Oh, cancel. I don't know what that actually was. I think it was meant to be like a fox or something. But I don't know what he's doing. And this one, I don't know what he's doing, but they turned out okay. That's the main thing, right? But yeah. That's my spiel on commissions. I hope that had some information in there that was of use. Okay, I've already done him, so I don't need him. I've already done him, so I don't need him. She's next. She was the next one in line. This one to me is like the Hermione of the group. The one that's like, I've got the compass, so we won't get lost. You guys don't know what you're doing. You can't trust anything. So I'm in charge, even though she's not in charge, you know? But I also, like, she's looking back like, oh my god, what is that person doing? She's probably looking back on Freddie like, dude, why are you just sitting there with a butterfly? Freddie does Freddie, you know? Just the way it is. So, I think I remember these ones a little bit better. pretty much, I'm not even gonna lie, everything I draw starts with a circle. Don't know what it is, but it does. Ooh, what did I do? Hello. Is it Julie? Am I saying Julie wrong? Or should I just call you Hidden? Hello, I'm here as well. How are you doing tonight? I'm going to give this one more of a circular body because she's got a little bit of a belly. A little more so than the others, I feel. And a little bit more of a bootay. I don't know why, it's just the vibe I'm getting. But also, I like to go at it different ways so that people who learn differently can be like, oh, yeah, okay, I can see that. That seems better. You know what I mean? Just gonna go like this. And how would I skeleton this out? Probably like this. Boop. These are the things that you just stop thinking about whenever you draw. Okay. Well, hello, welcome. Okay. I think that's good. Bring it all the way back so that we know it goes all the way back. I am just creating tutorials, creating art tutorials, step-by-step tutorials. These ones will be available in my Patreon, in my Beeswaxy. She's got a lot of hip action going. It is what it is, you know? I wanted this like flow of like whoosh. She's very flowy, but here she's like holding on. Oh, no problem at all. Thanks for joining, Maddie. Have a good night. Kid. I apparently just forgot her brim completely in my sketch. That's fine. Like that. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go there to there. Past that second one. It's kind of nice having a second circle. It's like, I know that I'm going to go here, here, and I'm going to pass through that. Done. Nice. Same with over here. I just want to end up here. Inside the brim a little bit more. There we go. Sometimes I also just sketch in a line even though it's already there. decided on this line, so I want it. I'm going to keep it. Looks like she didn't do her hair this morning. There we go. That is better. A couple. Perfect. Sorry, I get quiet. I really need to figure out how to add music to a stream so that when I'm dead silent, at least there's something. I get to the point where I'm like, focus, focus. And then I kind of forget about the fact that, like, you know, there's other people around. Especially when we're doing these ones where it's like getting other stuff done. Like, I like to call this the maintenance, you know? It's like the cleanup. This is the cleanup live where we just work together to get our stuff done. A little tail back. There's a little tail just kind of tucked in here at the back. I don't want to forget about it. Then we're going like that. Cover the bouquet. I don't know why I say it like that. I don't know why she's got a bouquet, but she does. Okay, let's just go up here and shape these out. I always love hats with ears sticking out of them. I don't know what it is, but I do. I do. I love it. Okay, the only thing left on the face is, or on the head is the face, and I always leave that one for last. So now let's head down and work on our body. This is why I always build the skeleton too. I just find it so much easier to follow along the lines, and I know that, like, I can make it as chunky or as slim as I want. Like, I could have made the arms, you know, that big. It would have looked funny, but I could have done it, you know? It doesn't matter because the line will tell us what needs to be done. There we go. Kind of wanted her to have like a magnifying glass as well, but I changed my mind at the last moment. So I was like, nope, it's not the magnifying glass. It's the compass. She knows the way. She's paying attention to where they're going. She's like, I'm not about to get lost in the woods. And then there's Freddie, who's just like, hey, I'm here. Love it. I love Freddie. He's my favorite. Like, by far, I think. Personality-wise, he's got it all, you know? And here, I even give her a bracelet. Why? I don't know. I just thought none of my animals have, like, accessories. So, throw on a bracelet. And it's super easy to do, so why do I not do it more often? Lazy. You know what we should do? We should also give her some earrings. Maybe the next one. She can have the bracelet. The other one can have earrings. There we go. Is everyone drawing out there as well, or are you just watching? Fine to watch. I'm just nosy. And if you're drawing, what are you working on? And I don't know how your Saturday's going, but mine has been full of snow, so I hope yours has been better than mine. It's been, yeah, nuts. Oh, nice. That'd be a treat. She doesn't do a lot of people, so I always love seeing her take on, like, actual humans, you know? She has a very cute style for it. I'm not liking this foot at all. There we go. That's better. Nope, I hate it. Maybe save that for last. That's a lot when we're doing it all in one. Duplicate. And feel free to ask if I'm doing anything. If I'm doing anything that you don't understand or you want more clarification on, or you just have a question in general, feel free to let me know. I hope that this answers Tammy's questions. If not, I'm sure she'll let me know. And if you're in the patron, if you're a free patron or a Bees Besties, doesn't matter which, you can join my Patreon for free and get a tutorial every week for free. And then as well, we actually started a little group chat. I think it works well, because otherwise, I don't know. I never know what to do, because everybody's like, do Discord, do this, and I'd love to, like, you know, connect with people. I just don't know how. So I do enjoy the little chat. And if you have any suggestions for it, feel free to let me know. Or suggestions in general. Ooh. Knock something over. Today, to help promote one of my friend's books, I cleaned off a spot, and I a dedicated spot. I staged a whole bunch of stuff. It's a magical kind of fairy book, fantasy. So I put some magical-y stuff out that I had from when I was a teenager. I was like a crystal ball. I had all kinds of weird stuff that I was like, when? Why do I still have this stuff? Whatever. It came in clutch, because I had all of that stuff, and it turned out great. But it took me so long to do it. I've decided that I am not a photographer. So that was fun while it lasted. Okay, so we've done this one. This one's done. This one's done. Oh man, we're getting close. I guess we're gonna do her next. I feel like we're working our way through the hard to the easy. I tried to make sure that like the characters that we did, there were like, you know, some easy ones and then some harder ones. So that worked. That seems appropriate then, doesn't it? Here we go. Again, this girl, she's just loving life. She don't even care. She's like, I'll go out for a hike. Do I need my hat? No, I'm barely a scout. I'm having fun. And she's a little wolf girl. But she was super cute. Adorable. I wanted her to look like she's just kind of like running through the woods, like, this is the best day ever. Do a little tail. And there we go. Skeleton. A skeleton is born. I need some lip chop. Lip chop break, guys. Oh my goodness. I just went ham on my face there. Sorry. My lips are so dry. We've had so much like snow and it's just been cold, and having dogs and stuff, you have to like take them outside and do all like fun stuff with them, but it also means you're outside. It's like, oh, but it is what it is. You know what? I don't want to do that ear yet. I'm gonna fix her face first. There we go. Now I'm smacking my lips. I'm just like, this is how I draw a bow. And don't make fun of me. If I can draw something with circles, I will. That's just the way it is. Circles and ovals, I love them both. And I will use them for everything I do. You guys don't see my, like I clean up the sketches as I go, so you don't see it, but when I'm drawing a bow, and I'm sketching it out, it looks like, what are those things called? Like a balloon animal. That's what it looks like. smacking my lips now. Do I want to fix ears now? No, I think I'm going to move down to the body a little bit. So, okay. I don't know why, but I always start with the hem of the shirt. Boom. I just find that it like, I don't know. I don't know. It just helps. It helps me anyway to figure out what it is that I'm doing. I feel like hers, it's like turned a little bit too. Like she's wearing it more like a little like French necktie than anything else. This little one, I feel like she's all sass. I don't know. I've created these characters, and I do have like sprout versions. I try not to include my sprouts in my tutorials because I don't want you guys to be like drawing the exact same, you know what I mean? Like, think you have to draw my sprout or my character, so I want you to kind of make them your own. And I mean, a bear, a bunny, a frog, any of that can always be your own, right? So I try not to include that, but I'm also like, she's a little wolf, so she's got a little moon sprout, little full moon with a little star that circled around it. And her name's Luna. That's all I'm saying. Like, all my characters all have like these little backstories in my brain. I would love to do more. I don't know if has anybody seen the video where I made my little characters out of little mushrooms. They were mushrooms to begin with. Really small, tiny little job. I would love to do something on a bigger scale. I just don't really know what. I'm not sure that I am enough of a clay master in order to do that. But that could be fun. I don't know how to avoid like the cracking and stuff though. But it would be fun. I've also considered doing like my own crochet because I have crocheted 2 of them, I think, Bee and Pinkee. So I wouldn't be opposed to doing that as well. But I don't know if anybody would want to see like the crochet one. I guess technically I don't know if anyone would want to see any of them, but you know what I mean. Crochet maybe a little bit more, but I love to crochet, especially in the winter. Makes me think about it more and more because I'm just like, it would be so fun to even to do something where like I show you how I approach turning my character into a crochet. I think that would be fun. It may not make sense though. That it might not. It definitely may not make sense. I feel like she's like the one that's running along. She's just like, yes! I am so awesome! This is the best! I don't know. The good news is, especially if you're a patron, I do have a whole bunch of updates to do. I have a bunch of goodies to give away. I don't know if I should do something with these badges, if I should design little badges. I think that would be fun, actually. But I don't know, like, what exactly I would put in them, so I leave them up to you guys. It's for you to decide. Duplicate. Reference, I want to merge down. Thank you. Okay, is there anything else in the face? Not really, just marking out these bows, getting these bows looking good. And that's how I do my bows. And then I just trace around this side. When I do the face, I will do this part, so like where this the hair pattern is. But if I was to color this, I would not have a line art there. I would do I would just do that with my coloring. Though to be fair, a lot of my colors lately, a lot of my art lately is non-lined, lineless, as they say, in a way that doesn't sound weird. Go. Okay. One more step to do the face, and then she's done. I have done a pretty good job, I think, of these ones. This one I wanted to like have her little teeth showing because she's a wolf, along with the tongue. I might even put it a little like that. I mean, this is just a sketch, you don't have to color it in. I just have fun doing that, but then afterwards, I don't know. Probably leave that out. Easier to see when you're actually following the thing. And again, there's like a little snout that I would probably color in there, but I'm not going to line it. And she's very excited. Or like a boomerang eye. Pour that in. And then I would do the little, that connects back to that point. That connects to this point. And then there's another one done. It's awesome. Oh, how many left? I gotta do Freddy yet. And then a couple of other little ones. Okay, that's too many. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, this one's done. Done. We just did her. This guy's done. And this would be Freddy. Perfect. So we can delete these two. We've got Freddy, our little frog that just decided to sit by the side of the road. He was just like living life. He did not care. I wanted to do something that's a little bit different. I also have, like, I want to make it so that we're not just doing a character on top of a background. I think that can be boring, for lack of a better word, I guess. Not that there's anything wrong with it, and not that it doesn't work, and not that I don't do it myself. But it still can be a little bit boring if you just have a character that's sitting on top of the background. So I mean, even if I do it for my own art, for you guys, I would, what am I doing? I'm doing a weird color. For you guys, I want to do something that, you know, something you'll get the most from, I guess. So I think Freddy is a good example of that, where he's sitting here and he's really excited because he's found like a little butterfly and they're interacting. It'll be the same with the one bird will be interacting with another bear. I think it's a bear. I can't remember now. Not another bear because of the frog. But things like that, right? Like, you want them to look like they belong on the background, but also that they are in the world, not just sitting on top of it. For the most part. Sometimes you don't, I guess. Sometimes you just want what you want. There we go. Freddy. And then I think I'm just like a lump. Did I just do a lump? I guess so. He's like a rounded bloop. I didn't even finish. I didn't pick out the best of the lines. Sometimes, I tells ya. We'll do another circle. That's probably the easiest, and then we'll just have to build off of it. Yeah, just like that. Perfecto. He's got a little hat. Now, because I did Freddy, and we know Freddy, and we love Freddy, I had to make sure that he did have his little Pussy Willow sprout coming out. I had to. Don't ask questions. I had to. I'm gonna put one hand there, one hand here, and then skeleton. And we'll do a foot here. And skeleton. And a foot here. I guess maybe I thought the belly was maybe that's what I was thinking. When I was drawing this and it made no sense. I had my dogs out today and it was hilarious. The backyard is full of snow and I have two border collies. So they're out there and I'm like, why don't we do I can't say the word because they are both down here laying beside me. And if I say the OUT word, then they're going to freak out. So, you know, this isn't how I do it. I make my helmet. Make sure you know these things. You do these things all the time. That's why that was not working for you. There we go. So I had them outside and it was so cute. They were just like burning rubber all over the backyard. And because there's a lot of snow, it's hard to see certain things, i.e. the pond. And my poor Ray Ray, she went crazy. She was running around. She was loving it. And then she ran right into the pond. The poor baby girl. She went right in. I'm gonna go here. Yeah, it was quite funny. I felt so bad for her though, because she's such a sweetheart and she was playing and she was having like the best time. And then whoop, in the pond. she was fine. It's not like I mean, she's a dog, so they're used to getting wet. And she's a border collie, so she has got the fur. So she was fine. It was my feet that got wet when she came over and decided to sit on them because she was upset with herself for falling in the pond. Why I needed to suffer, I don't know. But she thought that would be best. Okay. There we go. Kilt. That was fun. I don't know if that's just me or if that's everybody, but my YouTube chat is giving me error messages. So hopefully you guys are okay. I'll maybe draw the little butterfly. Because it also gets a little, I mean, I did a very basic butterfly. We will give it like a better treatment than this. I don't know why I did it that way, because I knew I would join them up. Normally I would go like this, and I would go as long as I want. So I don't know why I didn't just do it that way. Things our brains do. There we go. And again, me with my circles. And fill the layer. I keep getting disconnected and connected from chat, so I'm hoping that I'm okay with you guys. I'm hoping you can hear me okay. There we go. Here. Where they meet is where I like to do the little thing. That's just another wing behind. I'm going to give it a bit of a cheek. Oh, cute. Hi, Amanda. Hola. 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 I am not good with languages. Barely good at English. Hello. Heyo. Hello. Hi. Salut. Bonjour. Bonjour. My gosh, my French is even gone, and I studied that in school. No accent, I'm sorry. But hello. Hello, Amanda. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope your Saturday is going well. We're just drawing together, catching up on our to-do list. Or at least my to-do list. I am finishing up some tutorials that I've got that'll be going out tonight to my patrons. How are you? Any plans for the weekend? I really need to get music on here. I need some kind of background, something. I'm not that interesting. I don't have that much stuff going on. And can't just sit here going do all day. Yeah, I guess I could, but nobody's gonna want to watch that. His little, I don't like the idea of his little necktie being a little bit smaller. His body is actually really easy because he literally is just a little like Jubba. A little Jubba of frog. That's alright. No idea what that just what you say. No idea what that means. I'm sorry. I would have to translate. I'm gonna have to go with green. Might be my answer. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say I think it's how, right? How's your day, maybe? My day is good. My day is almost over. I just Google searched it. I am correct. Yeah, my day's almost over. So it's going good. How is yours? Use the Google Translator? That's what I did. Do I have to, or do you use it? Do you like speak English, or do you just are you better at reading? I do like I learned French in school, and none of that obviously stuck with me, but well, I'm definitely better like looking at it and reading it than I am speaking it. And someone talking to me, I can catch up on things as well. That's usually better for me as well. I'm not gifted in the way of languages, which I wish I was. I am learning Greek, or trying to learn Greek. I'm taking Greek lessons, and I take Gaelic lessons. And I am trying to do more French on Duolingo as well. I worry that it's not very accurate, but I got it. I figure something's better than nothing, right? That's my thinking. Something is better than nothing. And I feel like English might be one of the harder ones to learn. But Greek is pretty hard for me anyway. It's a whole new alphabet and everything. Same with Gaelic. That one's hard too. Podria, that one I have no idea on. I gotta search that one. Bear with me. I'm happy to learn. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to speak English for me. I'm happy to look it up. I'm also happy to get a word here or there right. But you do whatever you like. If you're more comfortable not using English, that is totally fine with me. You just have to bear with me because it's not a language that I know. So I've got to use Google Translate. You know what? I'm going to leave those uncolored. I think that's it for him. He was a quickie too. My goodness. Good little boy. Good job, Freddie. Then I just have to go through, color them all, and then get them out to you guys. Okay, he's done. We've done him, done her, done. Freddie's done. Now we've got the little snail. Perfect. Snails are so easy. Can't wait. This one's wearing a helmet though, so, or a hat. I mean, you don't know a lot of English, or I don't. No hablo mucho English. That's don't know. Right? I don't speak much English. It's totally fine. If you don't speak English, that's totally fine. 100%. It is not a prerequisite to be here. You do not need English to be here. I will say I think it's Spanish that you're typing, and I'm quite surprised that I know any of it. So it's fun for me. Adios. Bye. These ones are so easy. I think I'm going to create badges. I kind of want to create a badge. I don't know why. There we go. First one done. Down to 50. I love doing these bigger tutorials for the group. I like that we have like the simple ones all like each week, and that's for everybody can do those type thing. And then we've got the bigger ones for everybody else. It's a lot of fun for me, but it's also really frustrating when I can't get it done in time. I mean, this is the first month it's happened, but like, I'm hardcore panicking. Need to do is get more ahead. I used to be at the point where I would be like too far ahead almost, because then it was like, I don't know. It just would be the way it was. The way it was is the way it was, you know? I'm just going to draw these in. Just those kinds of things. Yeah, I know what I mean. You probably don't, but I do. Wouldn't blame me if you didn't know. But what I was saying was, I don't know, I like to do these bigger ones. They still end up being, I think, like, I mean, this one alone is going to be individually 8 different items that you learn. So, I mean, I guess it's like doing one tutorial a week, or, well, more than one tutorial a week even, but like, kind of all in one thing. I don't know. I never know what people like. Well, I guess probably because I don't ask. But it makes me wonder what I should do or what I shouldn't do. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like they would say something. I get right? You'd say something, right, Diane? Tammy would say something. I know that. I just like the idea of bringing it all together, you know? That's pretty much it. So 1, 2, 3. We'll do one more, and that'll be for the like facial features. And the badges. I'm gonna make badges now. I kind of really want to. Maybe I'll do like annual badges for my Patreon. I don't know what kind of things I could do. Most commented. Most tutorials done. Most likely to succeed. I'm thinking of those like high school things. Most likely to, I don't know. It's not really a thing that we do here, so I don't know. Ta-da! Oh, she's actually really cute. I like the little snail. Next. Oh, no, don't. Thank goodness it's like, are you sure that's what you want to do? No, it's not. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay, now I know it's just a bird. The bird is the word. I'm going to make it large, even though it's not large in the scene. I need it to be large so that I can make this thing. This thing is weird looking. Why are all my birds always weird? I don't get it. I mean, I get it, I guess. I'm the one making it, so I should know why, but it's always come out weird. This one kind of reminds me of Chris Farley. I don't know why. Nope. A little chicken bum. There we go. Boom. Hey, this is why I need music. Boring person. When we for our like work function thing, it actually took us all the way to Toronto, Ontario, which is not all the way. Actually, I shouldn't say it like that. It sounds like it's a really far place. I'm like 2 hours away, so like it's not like a huge distance. But it was one of those things where it was like I don't want to drive to Toronto, so. And obviously, lots of people who, when you live 2 hours, you know what, actually, here's the thing. When you're Canadian and you don't live in Toronto, you never want to drive to Toronto. You never want to drive in Toronto. You don't really generally want to be near Toronto. So, no, nobody from work wanted to actually drive there. And so because nobody wanted to drive there, the bosses set up like a bus. So 2 buses came, picked us up, took us there. Good, all done, right? And it was really nice. Our bus driver was amazing. Shout out to Lisa. And my friend Ray sat beside me. And oh my gosh, the girl does like, oh my god, love her. I do. She's literally like probably my best friend. Don't ever let her hear you like me say that though, because probably she'd lose her mind. But she's my best friend. She's one of my best buddies, and she's like my D&D partner. We're forever playing D&D together. Anyway, she's a nut, and she was singing so much. Oh my gosh, just at the top of her lungs. And so of course, like, I was singing a bit, and man, even just that little bit, I'm just like, I can't, my throat hurts so much. I'd like to say they were quiet on the way back, but they were even loud on the way back. Never know what to do with beats. That's cute. And there we go, our final little bird. That's cute. So I've got this scene. Again, this is ultimately what it's going to look like when it's done, obviously. It's just a sketch, but that's that. I think that pretty much, oh my gosh, excuse me, yawning. That pretty much brings us right to 8. So I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I was able to get that done. I'm going to finish this up, and then my patrons will be getting this along with a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, if you want to join them, you're welcome to. I think I did post the link, but I can post it again. I think we're a great little community. We have a little chat. You can share your creations with us. There is a free membership as well. So you don't have to join the paid subscription. Of course, it would be appreciated, and I would love you for it, but it is not needed. It is only $5 a month, but you can join for free and also play around and come in there as well. So I did put the link back in there. And that's pretty much it for me, guys. So I will see you in the next live next Saturday. I think in December we have 2. So we have one in, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, because I have my procedure for my back next month. But I think we'll be fine because I have like a week. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I will see you guys next Saturday. Be there, be square, you know. All right. Bye, guys.